This video is the Elul Nishmas of Shmuel Bach and Chaim Tzidoiv. We just finished in Shul davening what's called the Yom Kippur Katan davening. What's the Yom Kippur Katan davening? Every Rosh Chodesh is what's called Yom Kippur Katan, which means that a person is trying to look through the entire month and try to do tshuva for the past month. Shari Sascha says that this month of Rosh Chodesh El is actually the source, and therefore it's the most powerful time of the year to have a Yom Kippur Katan. So whether you did a Yom Kippur Katan or you didn't, it's not too late. It's Erev Yom Kippur. What does it mean, Erev Yom Kippur? Because when it came to Moshe Rabbeinu davening on behalf of the Jewish people for 40 days and 40 nights on Chavtes Av, which is today, Erev Rosh Chodesh, the Rebbe Shem said, I forgive you. I forgive Klal Yisrael. Come up. I'm giving you the second Luchos. And then for 40 days and 40 nights, Moshe Rabbeinu, and this was 40 days and 40 nights of Rachamim. And then eventually Moshe Rabbeinu came down on Yom Kippur, and that's what we got, this incredible day of Yom Kippur. So now we're holding 40 days before that. There's a mini Yom Kippur right now that we're experiencing. The Rebbe Shem is saying, I want to forgive you. It's time to return. Tshuva means to return. And let's explain another very important element. We've been speaking about this dichotomy. There's a little bit of a contradiction. On the one hand, Elul should send, literally, it should shake every one of us. Like they say that even the fish in the waters are shaking from Elul. You know, I'm not old enough to tell you what it was like in Yerushalayim, but if you read a little bit of what they write, Yerushalayim in Elul time. Forget about the Rabbanim and the Talmidei Chachamim and the simple people. They were walking all around. It was a different atmosphere. It was a different avirah, as they say. You felt tshuva. You felt fear. You felt like there's a real Yom Hadin that's happening. This is what it's described. People walked around. There was Shari Tshuva, the Sefer, Rabbeinu Yonah, that wrote of how to return to Hashem was something that was studied by everyone. The stores were closed early. Now we live in a different generation, but I think maybe together we could this Elul make it a little bit different than the usual, and really feel on the one hand that yes, there's a Yom Hadin and it's serious, and we got to forget how to do tshuva. And we're going to discuss the process of tshuva on the simple level. It's regret, charata. Vidui, charata. First you express your sin. You write down, start now, take care of a pinkas, use your phone, your iPhone, whatever you have, and find the spot. Better to write it in a notebook so you can bring it on Yom Kippur davening and look at what you reviewed for an entire month. You'll be blown away. You'll be so powerful. For mamish 3 minutes a day, write down things that you remember this past year that you want to do tshuva on. And you express it. Vidui, charata, I regret it. I really do regret it. I wish I never did it. It didn't gain me anything. Though you don't get anything from averos. You only get agmas nefesh at the end of the day, and you see it right away usually, and even afterwards you see it. And then there's of course Kabbalah Lassid. I want to be different. I want to change. And this is the opportune time. As we pointed out, it could be the whole year we were in darkness and we were in haziness and we were sleepy, we were sleepwalking. Now is the time. Tshuva, Elul. So on the one hand, there's this incredible seriousness. Like we just tried to describe. You know, I used to go, many years ago, I went to Bell School. Bell School was actually in YU. It taught you chazanas. I didn't have much of a voice then, but I was learning the actual tunes. So one day, if I have a voice, I'll be able to daven. Anyway, I remember that Chazim Alavani, should be well. So he was teaching us at I forgot what the term is called, but basically the continuous theme, tune that runs through and permeates the Yomim Leroim. And he said that it came from the old Shamish that would walk around 2, 3, 4 in the morning in the streets of Yerushalayim, and he would sing. He would say, Tayir Yidin. Steht, oh, and he was saying in Hebrew, so maybe his stomach turned into Hebrew. I forgot the exact lashon, but Yehudim Yekarim, Kumu, and that tune permeated the whole month. It was a time where a person would wake up and say, okay, the whole year, but I want to be serious. I really want to be real about this. So that's what we're going to try to do as much as we can. So on the one hand, we have this seriousness. Yet it's a song. It is a song. You know why? Because Elul at the end of the day is Ani L'doidi V'doidi Li, which expresses the greatest love relationship between a husband and wife, between Hashem and us. So even though, yes, it's true, and we have to be so clear about this, it's not a contradiction, it's not a dichotomy, we have to be clear that there is punishment and there is reward. and there is yiras shamayim, and there's fear of punishment, and there is a concept of Gehenna. But the mistake is when we forget that behind all that is an incredible, loving Father. That's the secret behind Elul. And if we don't forget that, then we could go through Elul and have a positive experience. Have an amazing Chodesh. Good Chodesh.